So I want you to do a test real quick with this.
Like speaking from
just
here?
Regular, yeah, just
Oh,
regular.
okay. Hello, I'm speaking from here. Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Pure Fashion. And guess what? It is Christmas time. Oh my God! I love Christmas. I'm so excited. So we're gonna start a Christmas countdown because it's November 1st, so obviously, we're starting a Christmas countdown. 53 days until Christmas. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Yes. Now it's time for birthday. The man, my dad, his birthday was on October 29th. So let's give it up for the legendary Octaviano Marrero. He is known as a father or grandfather to many, including, when I say many, we have a big family, but also he does a lot of missionary work in Honduras. So they also know him as a grandfather or father. So I love that my dad has that relationship with so many, so giving, so sacrificial. I absolutely love him. Happy birthday, Papi. And now for some news. Okay, so did y'all know that Amazon is actually creating competition for Temu and Shein with their own storefront? And they are doing this by putting limitations on how high the sellers on there can price their items, like jewelry. Top dollar is $8 max. Guitars, $13 max. So it's gonna be interesting. That storefront is actually something, so check it out. Okay, but what's the name of it? Like, does anyone know the name? Like, is it Miu or something? I don't know. I am so interested to see what that is. Okay, guys, I have a very big news item or whatever, very serious, and this is concerning Abercrombie and Fitch. So their CEO, now 80 or 81 years old, has been arrested for sex trafficking with the models that were for Abercrombie and Fitch. Isn't that so sad? I am so heartbroken with this story because we know human trafficking happens and bad labor practices in the fashion industry. However, this happened like in America. It's crazy. We expect things like this from like third world countries or countries that don't have those strict kind of laws, but it happened within our own borders. It's just so sad. So these male models, when Abercrombie and Fitch like first started being more popular, like in the 90s, I would always walk by the store and I would see like men with no shirt on and the girls like all scantily clad and things like that. And it was just like a kind of trying not to look, But so sad to learn what they did to these male models, because they would have these tryout interviews that they would call the model in. They had one like person to interview them and they would try them out. It's disgusting. They would have them ask them to do disgusting acts, and the men felt forced. They felt like they needed this, and they were told that they needed to do this in order to build their career. And it's just so sad because like some of the men were saying like they felt forced because they had no vehicle to go back. They had like people there, staff looking around, and they felt like they had no choice. And they thought it was going to be a one-time thing that they had to do, and then from there it would be fine. But it ended up being a tryout for even more. And they were flown to these different parties where even more stuff would be requested of them, and then they were paid. So that's the whole like sex trafficking part of it. Flying these male models out to different countries or locations, and having them perform these different things and be paid for it. So with promises of building their career. It's just so sad. And thankfully, there was an investigation done after these 8 men came out to BBC, and they were just sharing everything. And BBC did a thorough investigation, just making sure all the facts were there, interviews of all the staff and different people that were involved, and the stories all correlated. They were all the same. And I don't know, if you want to read that investigative report, I had to push myself through it. There's some parts that are so like vulgar, I don't even want to share it again, but I don't even want to even think of it or mention it, right? That's what scripture says. Like, why even mention it? We just calling out this we're just calling this out because it's something that's heavy in the fashion industry. They were very heavy on sex sells, right? And that's what we're told. But they were actually selling sex. So it's just such a vulgar way to do something that God created that is so beautiful. Then they completely twisted it and warped it to something that is definitely not, that it definitely shouldn't be. And that's what happens, right? Anything that God creates that is beautiful, the enemy will always try to twist it and manipulate it, and it ends up being such a horrible thing that leads to death. It's just icky. So how does a Christian respond to these kinds of things, to these events? I am with a heart of prayer and intercession for everyone involved, for all these male models who went through such things that like really took them out, for inner healing. And if there is anything else that's happening right now that is not known, let it be exposed. I remember when the Me Too movement started, and it all started because there was a PDF that female models were sharing, like behind the scenes with each other, about people that they were warning them not to work with because they would take advantage of the situation and do these disgusting things. So they had this PDF going. It grew to such a thing that it became the Me Too movement. So anyone that had also had a bad experience with that person, me too, you know? So yeah, and it became a powerful movement. And these things are, I mean, models are just exposing themselves completely. Like, you saw the nip that was showing in those fashion shows. I mean, it's just out there, right? And our bodies are temples of God, and we should really be protecting it with integrity, and just making sure that even if it's not my own body, I am still, the way that I speak and look and treat them, I want to respect them and the integrity of their body too. So that's why you won't see nips on this show. So yeah, a lot of prayer, a lot of intercession, and just praying for everyone in the fashion industry as we go through this heartbreaking time. Okay, so that's some really deep, sad news. So let's go to something a little bit more lighter. Coffee and couture. All right, so one thing I want to talk about now is dopamine dressing. Have you ever heard of this? It's like, you know, dopamine, right? It's a hormone that is produced in your body when you're happy, and you can be like on cloud 9 because of those like really good dopamine feelings, right? So a family member was going through a really tough time last week, and she was like, look at what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this because of that, and this because of that. And it was things that were making her happy, you know, like this piece of clothing that my sister made, and these earrings because this and that. And I'm like, you know what? That's dopamine dressing. That's really good that you're doing that. And we have been through some tough times, and we need that. We need dopamine dressing. You know, not just with the whole pandemic. I mean, that's been almost 5 years now. Thank God that we have recovered a lot from that. But still, even with all the wars, elections, things like that. Let's dress happy. You know, what is your favorite color? Dress in that. Maybe paint your nails that. I need to get my nails done right now. By the way, I love the nail stickers from Dashing Diva. That's the best. Dashing Diva. If you can sponsor me, I would love it. So, yeah. It is very important to dress with things that make you smile, that bring good memories to you. Earrings, a good color that makes you look and feel your best, or your favorite color. You can even have it as accents in your jewelry. Right now I'm wearing a Tom and Jerry shirt because it reminds me of growing up and still having good, clean cartoons to watch. So everything that you can think of that's like making you happy and bringing you good memories, I want you to dress in. And anything that does not bring a good memory, I want you to remove it from your wardrobe, remove it from your closet, okay? Donate it to someone else. For example, if you were in a past relationship and they got you something to wear, and even though it's really cute or whatever, you still have that memory from that person and it wasn't such a good connection. So you might want to remove that from your wardrobe, or just because that they're not in your life anymore, you would want to remove it. Or if just a bad time, something you remember that you were wearing a specific something when you went through a bad time and you just don't want that memory anymore, remove it from your closet. It's okay. Give it to someone else that doesn't have that memory with it. That's the best thing you can do. All right? That has been Coffee and Couture. Okay, so now we are going to spin the topic of the day. I think I call this a spin topic, right? So let's spin the wheel. Okay, so today I get to thank all of you. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching, especially if you're watching up to now till the end. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you more than you know. And anyone who comments as well, I love it. I absolutely love connecting with you guys. Thank you so much for the feedback. Even when I see you in person, I love to hear your thoughts on different topics. It's amazing, and I am honored to have this part in your day to be able to speak to you and connect in this way. So currently I have 24 subscribers, so I'm an adult. That's almost a quarter, right? Thank you so much to each one of you. I'm not able to see names from here, or I would shout you guys out individually and maybe embarrass you, but I know some of you guys. I know Elizabeth is in there. I know that Carla is in there. Thank you. I know that my mom is watching me. And I know that my nephew Caleb is also watching me, and he wants to be a YouTuber too. So his channel might be coming out soon. So I just want to thank you guys. Thank you so much. And keep coming back for more. And I'll keep giving you the best information that I can about fashion and helping you guys on that journey. Alright, so that has been another edition of Pure Fashion. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and stay lovely. Bye. And there is
You can hold it.
I am about to record the next vlog for Pure Fashion. And there is, what kind of car is that? I don't even know.
You can hold it.
It is a logo car. Look at that. Louis Vuitton car. From hood to tail. Look at that. Look at that. It's been there for a bit. I don't know. Would you have a car like that? Even if you like really loved? That's the clip and put it to the other side. Okay.
I was reading this article and I...
Note. Got distracted thinking about Eli. Dopamine. Upload to YouTube.